showing. And hopefully we'll get plants rooting at each one of these nodes, right?
Which is probably a bit optimistic for Barry.
Yeah, I'm crossing my fingers.
But that's what we're going for.
So let's grab 4 nice ones and let's do a demo. Right? In the Northwest again.
And I used to work in hoop houses. They could grab you and you grow up there. It's all hoop house.
When did you say you had to have these ready?
January.
They're not going to be ready in January though.
Okay, February.
Okay, so the plants.
Are you going all the way down?
I'm going down as far as so the pot's level to the where our thing is.
So then when they're ready, you're just gonna like trim them and
We'll just clip them like you've been doing.
Okay,
we'll just
so
clip, yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
you saw out there in the wild today. You had your parent plant. This one is perfect. I mean, look at this. This here. See where it's white and red, and the end is swollen, and it's actually making a couple little roots. So this, we'll get here. We're going to get at least 2 plants.
Andrew, can you grab me some staples, ground paper staples?
So,
thank you.
So if this stays out in the air, what's going to happen to it?
Dry out.
It'll turn into a leaf. It'll harden off. It'll turn brown. We want to make sure the tricky part, the important part about all this, is to get these buried. Now we want to leave the leaves. So this is where you're going to want to take your time, bury the stems, and leave the leaves.
And we have staples if we need to sort of hold it down a little
Yeah, I
bit.
think I want to staple through this one right here.
They make, if you go to a Hort Supply, they make custom staples that are 4-tip layering.
Really?
But there's no, I mean, they're just a staple that you pay twice as much for. These are what we use for ground cover fabric. You guys have used these. So it's going to come out of here. You don't need to put them in real tight. You don't want to break the stem or bend it.
Yeah, so if you break the stem, what have you done?
Cut it off.
You've stopped. Yeah, it's like.
All we have to do is come back and top dress this. Once the water goes on, we'll have to come back.
Can I have a couple more staples?
If you see any big things like that from the mulch, just take that stuff out.
Does it matter that they're kind of in this mulch instead of the soil?
No, we're
kind of what
actually
it is
doing
anyway.
the tip laying into the mulch. Yeah, yeah.
You want a real light, loose, airy soil medium to do this. Now let me just explain air layering, just the difference between air and tip, and maybe Karen, when we get started, can run down. Air layering, you take a plastic bag
or
saran wrap and you put peat in it or some kind of inert medium, and you wrap it around there and tie it on both ends, and it will root inside the bag. Air layering.
So it's basically the same. The plant's doing the same process. It's just you have, and air layering is good. For here, there's really no reason not to do tip layering because you're right there on the soil. You can't really bend that branch down to the ground, right? So that's
Without breaking it.
Without breaking it. So that's where you would want to do the air layering.
When we were down at Exotica Nursery, if you guys are into exotic tropical and subtropical plants, probably the best selection in California is a place called Exotica Nursery, and they're in Fallbrook, I believe, somewhere in San Diego County, Fallbrook. And he's an old friend of mine, Steven Spangler. He's been doing this for 40 years. He has like 60 kinds of pomegranates and 60 kinds of figs and guavas, 100 kinds of guavas, and he's gone all around the world to places that, and he was showing us some of his nursery operations. He's a genius horticulturist, and he was doing lots of air layering on, what was he growing? Air layering. He was air layering some weird, it wasn't a cherimoya, something more rare than a cherimoya. I've got
I can't remember. break the stems. Second most important thing is to get the tip, get things covered, particularly any tips that are white.
Maybe we need a few trash cans with some more soil or something. Or I mean, some more mulch. What do you think? Just to cover it, because now I'm rotting over here to pay. Robbing Peter to pay Paul over here.
Pay Paul. Now you could, with a staple, you could take this little one and staple that down right there.
So are there any plants that you guys do air laying with?
Clematis is the one we do the most of, right? Oh, air layering.
Air layering?
Oh,
You know,
typically.
we
No,
haven't-
we've never done air layering.
Not, I mean,
Not
just
with natives.
messing around, not commercially.
No.
Yeah, we haven't. Because generally, most of the stuff we do is from seed because of the genetics. And
Yeah, because you don't want to have complete clones and
right,
whole.
we don't want you know, it's gonna be and practice the art. I wonder if we have any more.
Grower Supply Farmers, there's two of them, I think. One's for indoor and one's for outdoor everything. I can't remember which. Okay.
Wait, I'm gonna see if I have any more berries.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll go see what's up there. Maybe there's something else we can use. We need like what, 4 more?
Yeah. You stick me down every vine or just don't eat it?
What?
You stick me down every vine or just pass it on?
I had a meeting every week with my group.
Do you have fun on Santa Barbara?
The thing with permaculture
Seemed
is
like
it
you
takes
did.
time. You know, it's not real tough stuff necessarily, but you have to go someplace and kind of.
It's been nice to have an extra day. It's too bad we got shut down one day.
So you do all these maps, site analysis.
And put them into 2-inch. Start to press it. So you see what he's doing is he's going in at the side.
You want to like push this way so you're not going into the roots, and then push into the plastic so you get all of it.
Oh look. Wow, that's pretty slick. Chopsticks. Okay, so he's going to take a 4-incher. Now your tricky part is going to be getting your height right. You don't want it too low, you don't want it too high. Just right, just like Goldilocks. And then see how he started a little bit high, and then he gives it just a gentle little tug. Push. I guess it's not a tug, it's a push. At the bottom to end up with a perfect plant.
What did you say these were?
This is lotus. This is one of the native lotuses that came up after the fire, and we're going to use it for the insectary. So we've got one insectary over here that some of you may have worked on, and look how it's doing. It's doing very well. And in that swale over there, we're going to do another insectary. So the point of the insectaries are, because we haven't done that, we're generalists. We're going for a general planting, which means trying to have stuff that flowers all the time, trying to have perennials that flower, you know, so that there's always some foliage. So that's the goal for this one. So if you would like
Was there a white tag in here for this? Oh, there it is, huh?
stop. Take another.
Okay. I think I saw it on the
Okay.
A little oregano, you want to have a little thyme, and you want to have a little sage, right? It's stuff that forget to buy it at the store, you don't want to buy it anyway because there's a little tiny little packet that costs $3.99, right, for like 3 sprigs. And you just, you forget to buy it anyway. You put your cooking in. Oh, I need some. Step out the door, bang, 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 harvest it, and gold. Everybody needs to have a little kitchen garden right out the back. It's just like essential. And then a lemon. Where's a lemon right there? Put that over here. Every house needs to have a lemon out the back door too. How many times are you short a lemon? You make a cocktail, or you want to do fish or something like that. You need one lemon. You want to run all the way down. So if it wasn't past 11:30, I'd say we could plant this, but we'll do it later.
Is it? What time is it?
11:30. So.
You all did great. Thank you,
Yeah,
everybody.
thanks everybody. And then next week at the airport. We'll
No,
have
next week is Thanksgiving.
2 weeks will be at the airport, and that'll be the last class.
That's the last class, December 3rd. It's the last class. We will have our final in class. Bring your plant portfolios. We'll check them off, and you can take them with you. We will work on the restoration site there at the airport. Do a little